Good afternoon. This is Attorneys Forum. My name is Craig Friedberg. I'm a consumer protection attorney located here in Las Vegas, Nevada, also licensed in California as well as Nevada. With me as a special guest is Alan Woodman. Alan, please introduce yourself to the audience.
Hi, Alan Woodman, owner of Sidekick Publications, and just a regular all-around nice guy. That's me.
All right. And we hope this afternoon to also be speaking with my co-host regularly on this show, Carl Mullen, who is an attorney in Oregon and has a vast background in class actions, consumer protection, intellectual property law, and so forth. So we'll look forward to speaking with him later in the hour. All right, so just a quick give a little bit of background, a little more background about me. I've been an attorney for 30 years, coming on 30 years. Last 25 or so here in Las Vegas, Nevada. The first 4 to 5 years was in Los Angeles, in California, and handling all types of different work back then, both on the plaintiff and defense side. Now I essentially do mostly consumer protection law, which means representing consumers when they've been ripped off by car dealers, by merchants who misrepresent the types of goods or the value of the goods. And various types of that. Also representing consumers who are being harassed illegally by debt collectors, consumers who have been victims of identity theft, consumers who have things that are on their credit report that are just wrong, and despite all of their attempts to try to get that off, both by contacting the credit reporting agencies, or what we call credit bureaus, or by contacting the original creditor who puts that information on the credit report, what they're called furnishers on the law. And when that doesn't work, then they come to an attorney like me, and we go after them and get those things straightened out. And if there's actual damages, then the consumer might also be able to get some compensation for that. Now, Alan, with Sidekick, exactly what does that do, and what do you do with it?
Sidekick Publications is a book publishing instructional DVDs for the martial arts community, very niche market.
Okay.
We have about 40 titles of books and maybe about 22 or 23 DVDs. And we were publishing a magazine as well. We're doing a television show here at WCOBM. So,
when you say martial arts, any particular styles of martial arts?
That I do particular. I lived and trained in Japan for a little over 20 years. I do traditional Japanese karate or aikido, jiu-jitsu, but I've dabbled here and there with Wing Chun Kung Fu or Filipino stick fighting or whatever.
Okay. It's very fortuitous that we have an opportunity to talk today, because
great.
just last night my son, who's 25 years old, asked me, how long, Dad, do you think it'll take for me to take up a martial arts to become a black belt?
A good school or just to get a black belt so he can say he's a black belt?
No, he's looking.
There's a difference.
Yeah, there is a difference. Absolutely,
There's a huge difference.
Yeah, no, I think he's absolutely looking
to be proficient, to
right,
be an actual legitimate person.
Someone that is willing to go 2-3 times a week.
4 or 5 years.
And that's what I told him. And I
four
wasn't
or
sure.
5 years is an honest to goodness legitimate time schedule to look at.
All right.
There are schools out there that literally offer up 1-year programs, 2-year programs that you're going to get your black belt in that time, and I wouldn't train there. I would not just suggest people to go there to learn self-defense. If you want to do some kind of workout or some kind of physical activity, and through their payment program that you get a black belt, go for it.
Well, as you heard, one of my large areas is consumer protection.
Yes.
So tell me, what is the difference between a real dojo and someplace that's just
a Mac dojo?
Okay,
that's really what
a
they're
Mac
called.
dojo.
A Mac dojo.
And someone that's out there that really is just there to teach, even though they may call themselves a dojo, that's really there just to teach self-defense and.
Most of the very traditional arts that are out there, such as karate, jiu-jitsu, aikido, they teach primarily. The primary focus is self-defense. However, in today's society, everybody and their brother has pretty much started their own style or their own art. Somehow they've apparently learned more than the founders of those arts from hundreds of years. But the difference, the largest difference really is that when you're looking for a quality place to study, to train in martial arts, really what you need to do is you need to do the research on the instructor
Okay.
and the school itself. How long's the school been there? I mean, you're an attorney for consumers, so I'm sure this is what you advise your own clients to do. Do your own research. Don't take people's word for it. Just be aware that there are people out there that are not who they claim to be. There are people who make claims that are not accurate. I mean, I've heard people claim they've trained the SEALs and all this other stuff, which
Right.
is, totally not true. There are some people that do, but,
Right.
you know.
Are there particular either websites or organizations that someone that's interested in going into martial arts can look to that has reviewed various programs?
I know of a couple good qualified organizations. The Alliance, hosted by Jim Thomas, who has an international alliance of martial artists.
Is it just called the Alliance?
The Alliance, yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
called the Alliance. And he's also the promoter and person that does the United States Martial Arts Hall of Fame. Okay. Also, SEMBAC, which was started back in 1966. I mean, that organization's been around for a while.
How's that spelled?
SEMBAC, SEMBACH, from SEMBAC, Germany, where he first started learning in the 50s, from what I understand. So,
Right.
yeah. So there's a couple of good organizations. There's few out there.
Right.
UFAF, there's a few that are really good organizations, quality people, qualified instructors, qualified, quality instruction from them. So, we'll look into those.
Yeah, because the normal person, will maybe go to the Better Business Bureau site, ripoffreport.com, or some of those type of sites.
Most businesses, most gyms, most schools are not ever even listed with Better Business.
Okay.
So
Right.
most of them aren't even certified. So.
Is there like a top 2 or 3 questions that you think someone should ask when they walk into a MAC or to a dojo, to find out whether it is a MAC dojo?
So the dojo is like, if you say dojo, it's a real dojo. It's a
Right.
school. It's a qualified school. A MAC dojo is really those schools that basically are out there that sell black belts. They just run a program, and as long as you go through their program, you're good to go. But I know you got a commercial break coming up. But if you want, I can finish this up, or you want to finish it?
No, that's okay.
So?
We can.
I know we're running out of time. So.
No, that's all right. And I want to remind everybody, this is Attorneys Forum. My name is Craig Friedberg. I'm a consumer protection attorney. With me is Alan Woodman of Sidekick, who has a special expertise in martial arts.
Make people come back and watch the show some more. So.
All right. And we'll be right back.